Have you ever watched someone cook and thought, what are they doing? Well, Uncle Roger has, and it drives him crazy. From dried chicken to watery rice, these chefs have done things in the kitchen that made Uncle Roger shout "Haiyaa" over and over again. Some are famous names, others run big restaurants, but they all made huge mistakes. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 most annoying chefs and restaurants according to Uncle Roger. Get ready for bad cooking, broken woks, and a whole lot of MSG jokes. Let's dive into the disaster. 1. Nick DiGiovanni loses Uncle title roast. In late June 2025, Uncle Roger publicly revoked Nick DiGiovanni's Uncle status after roasting his fried rice video, an internet moment so dramatic it resembled a knighthood being stripped. DiGiovanni, a top chef alum gone viral, attempted his own take on egg fried rice. But to Uncle Roger, the dish flopped. He criticised Nick for using freshly cooked rice, too moist and clumpy, rather than properly chilled day-old grains that are essential for true wok technique. The roast zeroed in on technique and presentation. Nick supposedly overcrowded the pan, sacrificed heat, and drowned the rice in oil. Uncle Roger's flamboyant commentary, thin rice, soggy rice, Haiyaa, wrapped up in 4 minutes of signature sass, landed hard. And seriously, what's a royal title worth without dry rice? For fans, the dramatics were both hilarious and educational. The public stripping of the Uncle moniker wasn't just comedic flourish, it's Uncle Roger's culinary litmus test. If you mess up his beloved fried rice standards, you don't get the title. As a result, Nick's parody quickly went viral with 210k views and reaffirmed Uncle Roger's cultural clout in food critique today. 2. Jamie Oliver. Uncle Roger couldn't resist lampooning Jamie Oliver's egg fried rice, and boy did he go extra. In his reaction, posted just 4 days ago, Roger's signature Haiyaa exploded when Jamie, yes that Jamie Oliver, poured tap water into the wok to moisten rice. With that one move, Uncle Roger declared, "That's not fried rice, that's rice soup." It's harsh, but it hits home. Fried rice must use day-old dry rice, not fresh, wet grains. And definitely no watery shortcuts that drowned the dish. Next, Jamie's ingredient choices drew fire. He used olive oil instead of neutral or sesame oil, and added chili jam, tofu and peas, going full fancy fusion when Uncle Roger just wanted classic technique. Roger mimics Jamie cracking the egg after the rice is cooked. Haiyaa defeat the whole point. The comedic timing is perfect, but he's also schooling his audience. Authentic fried rice is quick, dry, smoky, not watered down instant cooking. In true Uncle Roger style, he doesn't condemn Jamie as a chef. He even said Jamie's restaurants are nice, but it's his mistreatment of classic Asian dishes that triggers Roger. And fans love the pure entertainment, cultural gatekeeping, comedic outrage, and those irresistible Haiyaa moments. 3. Hersha Patel. Uncle Roger's roast of Hersha Patel, the BBC food presenter, became an internet legend. Back in August 2020, Roger reacted to her egg fried rice video and nearly lost his mind when she rinsed freshly cooked rice with tap water in a colander. "How can you treat rice like pasta? You're killing her," he exclaimed in disbelief. The real cringe, Hersha washed away all that precious starch, then drained it, completely ruining the rice's ability to absorb flavours and achieve wok high. Uncle Roger dramatically buried his face in his hands and yelled, "This is not pasta." The community erupted online. One person on Reddit noted, and the saga didn't end there. In a viral follow-up collaboration video, Roger met Hersha in person and humorously teased her for having 25 colanders on her shelf, yet not using them. To her credit, Hersha laughed it off and vowed to stick to authentic technique. Roger even gave her a 6 out of 10 for the remade rice, not a pass, but mild redemption. This roast lands because it speaks to his core belief. Fried rice is sacred. Wash it with water and you're disrespecting the very ritual. The humour is real, the outrage theatrical, and it resonates deeply with fans who treat their rice with reverence. 4. Food Network. This one, Uncle Roger called it the worst fried rice video he's ever seen. And that's saying something. The video came from the Food Network, so you'd expect something decent, but no, it was a disaster from start to finish. The chef, Jet Teeler, used pre-cooked rice that looked like mashed potatoes. "Why is your rice so wet? Did it cry before cooking?" Uncle Roger shouted. Next they use a non-stick frying pan. Roger instantly said, "No wok? What is this? Fried rice for babies?" Then came the worst part. They added raw garlic and onions at the same time. "Are you trying to burn garlic and leave the onion raw? This is not even a beginner's mistake. This is a you shouldn't cook mistake." The recipe was called garlic fried rice, but Uncle Roger pointed out there wasn't even that much garlic, and instead of soy sauce they used some kind of strange sauce blend that turned the rice grey. "Your fried rice looks like prison food," he screamed. The best part? Roger didn't just laugh, he genuinely looked heartbroken. You could see his soul leaving his body. This roast wasn't just funny, it was emotional, like watching someone ruin your childhood favourite meal in slow motion. 5. Rosie. This time, Uncle Roger wasn't mad about rice, he was mad about potatoes. Rosie, the host of this cooking video, tried to make potato salad. It was supposed to be simple, but somehow she made it look like surgery went wrong. From the very beginning, Uncle Roger knew something was off. She didn't boil the potatoes long enough. "Still hard! Are you making a salad or rock collection?" Roger shouted. Then she added raw red onions, lots of them. "This is not potato salad, this onion explosion," he said. But the final insult came when Rosie mixed mayonnaise and vinegar, then poured it over the barely cooked potatoes like paint. Roger looked horrified. "Why is it so wet? Are you trying to make soup?" She used zero seasoning. No salt, no pepper, nothing. Just raw vegetables swimming in mayonnaise. Uncle Roger said, "Even hospital food is better than this." At one point he asked, "Does your family hate you?" This video was different because it wasn't about Asian food, but the pain was the same. Uncle Roger's expressions, his face palms, and his Haiyaa reactions were hilarious. It proved that no matter the dish, bad cooking has no borders, and Roger is always ready to roast it. British chef's fried rice. This roast went live just 2 months ago when Uncle Roger posted a reaction video titled "Uncle Roger roasts British chef's fried rice." In it, he watches as a lineup of cooking personalities attempts egg fried rice only to commit classic mistakes that infuriate Roger. First, they use fresh rice and overcook it in dripping butter, turning the pan into a greasy mess. He watches aghast, exclaiming, "Haiyaa, so dry! And where's the wok, Hai? Where's life?" A key offender, neglecting day-old rice and high heat, the chefs treat fried rice like scrambled eggs, soft, heavy, lacking texture. Roger hectors them. "You cannot just mix everything and hope." He singles out someone who dumps too much butter and another who barely browns the grains. The result is bland, clumpy rice with zero char. Uncle Roger's comedic fury shines as he uses sarcasm and his trademark Haiyaa to emphasize each sin. He even calls out the hosts. "What is this? English-style risotto?" and shakes his head at their timid attempts to get true wok flavour. Fans love the clip. His fans flocked to comment saying Roger made them feel heard, and finally someone roasted these recipes. This roast resonates because it calls attention to how Asian cooking is often watered down or misinterpreted in Western kitchens. Uncle Roger's message: if you don't respect the rice, don't call it fried rice. His fiery passion gives viewers both laughs and a culinary wake-up call. 7. Nigella Lawson. Now, Uncle Roger actually likes Nigella Lawson. He calls her Auntie Nigella and says that she has that seductive cooking energy. But even Auntie got roasted when she tried to make egg fried rice using microwave rice. The moment Uncle Roger saw her tear open that packet, he gasped, "Microwave rice? Haiyaa, so lazy. You're a famous chef, not a student in a dorm room." The microwave rice was just the beginning. Nigella poured oil into a cold pan, added rice straight away, and tossed in frozen peas like she was decorating a cake. "No wok, no garlic, no technique," Roger said, shaking his head. "At least pretend to try." What made this roast so funny was the mix of confusion and charm. Uncle Roger was clearly annoyed, but he also had a little crush on her. When Nigella added sesame oil at the wrong time, he said, "Wrong step, but at least you look good doing it." Despite all the chaos, Roger didn't go too hard on her. He teased, joked and smiled, but still pointed out every mistake. It was a softer roast, but still full of laughs. He ended it by saying, "Auntie Nigella, you pretty, but please get a wok." 8. The Taste-Made Chef. This taste-made chef committed one of the worst sins in Asian cooking, starting with a cold wok. Uncle Roger saw it and nearly passed out. You put rice into a cold pan? What are you doing? This is not cold cereal, he yelled. The chef's energy was calm, quiet, almost robotic. Uncle Roger couldn't take it. Why do you sound like a rice hostage situation? He joked. As the video continued, things only got worse. The rice looked soggy, the vegetables were raw, and worst of all, no garlic, no shallots, no proper seasoning. Even white rice is more flavorful than this, Roger shouted. He paused the video several times just to scream into the camera, "This is not fried rice, this boiled sadness." At one point, the chef used soy sauce after everything was already cooked. Uncle Roger slapped his table and said, "Too late, that soy sauce is not saving you now." What made this roast so good was how Roger mixed humour with actual cooking tips. He wasn't just shouting, he was teaching, but in the funniest way possible. This taste-made video might have been bland, but Uncle Roger's reaction was spicy enough to save it. 9. June's Kitchen Katsu Curry. Uncle Roger dropped a reaction video criticising a laid-back katsu curry recipe from the beloved June's Kitchen. This time, his issue wasn't flavour but tempo. He teased, "This video is too relaxing," bulking at the slow-motion idyll as June slowly breaded and simmered their curry. No sizzling, no excitement, just a zen cooking video. To Roger, it's like watching a cooking nature documentary instead of a recipe tutorial. In typical Uncle Roger style, he reminded viewers that walkthrough energy matters. Recipes needed personality and clarity, not ASMR slow-mo. He even protectively teased June, "Don't put me to sleep." Some appreciated the calm, but most found the contrast hilarious. Uncle Roger's fiery commentary against June's soothing visuals created comedic electricity. This roast hits a different nerve. It's not about technique or authenticity, it's presentation. Roger still respects June's cooking skill, but hates watching a recipe that feels more spa than kitchen. And fans love the contrast. After all, Uncle Roger is first and foremost an entertainer, so when the vibe's too mellow, he won't hesitate to say it. 10. Emmy Made. Emmy Made is known for trying weird and wonderful recipes, and Uncle Roger gave her a shot. But the moment she added butter to her fried rice, you could see his face twist. "Butter? Are you making rice or popcorn?" he said. Emmy had good energy. She was cheerful and calm, but her technique was all wrong. She used cold rice straight from the fridge without breaking it up first, threw in frozen peas too early, and didn't heat the pan properly. No wok high, no garlic, no MSG. Uncle Roger counted on his fingers. Only thing this rice full of is disappointment. She also used way too much sauce, which turned the fried rice dark and soggy. Roger stared at the screen and said, "This rice is drowning, someone call lifeguard." But the biggest crime, she said butter makes everything better. Uncle Roger leaned back and replied, "Butter makes toast better, not fried rice." Even though he roasted her hard, you could tell it was all in fun. Emmy had a good attitude, and Uncle Roger appreciated her smile. But when it came to fried rice rules, she broke too many. "Nice person," he said. Terrible rice. 11. Chef Ranveer Brar. Just 2 weeks ago, Uncle Roger posted, "Uncle Roger roasts Ranveer Brar's fried rice," and the dramatic reaction went viral. He opened with a brutal smack of honesty. "This is not fried rice, it's rice salad." Roger slammed Ranveer's version as overcrowded with veggie, sauce and damp spices, burying the rice under a heavy curry-like coating instead of letting it shine. The first sin? Too much moisture. We see yogurt-based sauces and soft peppers making the grains clump together. Roger recoiled. "Your rice wet like desert after rain." Then came the wok insult. "No wok high, no smoky char," because Brar cooked in a pan, missing the high heat sear Roger craves. And the spice fest? Instead of a simple flavour boost, it overwhelmed the dish. "Why are you treating rice like canvas?" Roger joked. Ultimately, Uncle Roger roasted Brar with real affection. He respects Ranveer's skill, but this dish, he says, lost the soul of fried rice. Fans love the clash, a curry enthusiast versus the wok-flavoured purist. The laughs, legendary. The lesson, stick to dry grains, high heat and simplicity, or face Roger's comedic wrath. And that's it. Uncle Roger's top 11 most annoying chefs in restaurants. From soggy rice to no wok high, every clip is a lesson in what not to do. He's not roasting for fun. Okay, maybe a little, but he's standing up for real Asian cooking. Respect the wok, the rice, and for goodness sake, don't fear MSG. Some chefs learn, others, they just get roasted harder. Now, love the roast? Hit like, smash subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next Haiyaa-worthy disaster. And comment below, which chef do you think deserves a visit from Uncle Roger next?